what you're learning to make us all better. And I trust all three of you to be able to do that. I think you're all very capable of that. So you have your chance now to master your style and to work with other swordsmen and become better. It also means that you get to assist in the company dealings. So there's things and times where officers are going to need your help. And I trust all of you, and I'm excited for your contributions that you'll make to the company. And finally, what it means is that you are authorized to wear the company tabard. The tabard it's a symbol and a uniform, and it's a tradition. It's part of our heritage, and I like to think of it as representing in a physical way the 4 levels of importance. And so as you are now authorized to wear these tabards, you're saying to the company that you are a safe fighter, that you are an honorable fighter, that you will have a good attitude, and that you will increase your skill and better your skill, deepen your skill. And so you're taking up and being an example of the 4 levels of importance, but it also has a rose on it, which you're also now authorized to wear. And this rose represents your virtue, your value, that you are willing to fight for. But that's both on and off the field. This is a moment for you to choose what you're willing to stand for in your life, not just here at fencing, but when you go out into the world and you are a Terra Sylvan, you're a swordsman out in the world as well. So this should be something that's important to you in that regard. And I want to let you all know that as I went through this process with them, conversations beforehand, in the fighting process, and conversations afterward, that all of them have shown a true swordsman spirit, and they have earned this, and they are ready for this. They're ready to do this. So, if you feel that you still want to do this, you still want to do this? You're all in? Okay. Then go ahead and kneel. You're going to be here for a while because we're going to go through some vouching now. And I love this. Go ahead, get comfortable. You're going to be down there a while. I love this, as I was thinking about this earlier, that this is an interesting position because as you kneel, you're going down as a novice right now. But when you rise in a few minutes, you're rising as a swordsman.
About an hour.
Yeah, in about an hour. Yeah, it will. It's take forever, especially Maddie when he speaks. No, but it's an interesting moment, and you can use this to learn from. And I think we can all use this to learn from. Because swordsmanship is a position of confidence when they rise, but it also comes from humility as well. It comes from a position of being able to learn and to grow. So this is a good moment for that. I'm gonna go ahead and take the opportunity to vouch first since I'm already talking. And then we'll open it up, but we'll do it one at a time. So we're gonna start with Sylas because he had his test match first. So I'm gonna come down here. Okay.
I'm not turning my head like an owl.
Nope. You're not. And I wrote them down because you matter to me. Okay? So I wanted to write it down so I remembered everything.
It's a very Shay thing to do.
It's a very Shay thing to do. Okay. So Sylas, when I contemplate you, there's 3 words that stand out to me. And they are enthusiasm, and a positive attitude, and a tenacious perseverance. You are going to get what you want. And I love that. I absolutely love that. I think right from day one, you have been a happy influence on this whole group. I think you jumped right in and you were willing to try anything, and you were just ready to go for it right from the very beginning. That has helped me to remember how this is fun, and this is something that we can really get into and enjoy a lot. So I'm very grateful for that. So thank you. I vouch for you. Do we have anyone else that would like to vouch for Sylas? Damien!
You wouldn't believe it. You actually want that.
Look, the guy who vouches
I'll
for
try to make
everyone.
this quick. Just as what you want a Terra Sylvan to be, and someone who exemplifies that, Sylas, you are that person. You didn't just come in to one group. You didn't just come and dedicate one Friday. You've come and dedicated a whole lifestyle to come and be part of not just this, Rangers, Ironthorn, to make different fun practices we have, come to different game nights and stuff like that. That's exactly one of the things that I love to see, is when someone who's just come in and has embraced the whole group, the whole idea of Terra Sylvae, full in and out. When you came to do Rangers and we saw you come and you were like, I'm here on Rangers now and stuff like that, it's the magic that we all want to have, and it's the thing that I wish everyone could feel sometimes, is when they get in and not just to see just like, yeah, I can dedicate this amount of time, but to dedicate almost a lifestyle to it. And you're an example to all of us in that capacity. So thank you.
Martin?
Sylas first came in, didn't know who this new kid was, but he was enthusiastic, and he was one of the first people to hop in on Ironthorn. And he, of course, was one of our first men-at-arms, which is our equivalent to Swordsman, and now he's stepping in and becoming a Swordsman, which is fantastic. Sylas, I've seen, the one thing I have seen over time is how much you have greatly improved as a fighter in everything you've done. And that is outstanding. And for anyone who ends up taking on Sylas as an apprentice, take it from me, who's taught him just the basics of Ironthorn fighting, he will take to heart anything you teach him. And anything you suggest to him, saying, you need, hey, adjust this, work on this, he'll be like, okay. And he will do that, and he will do it well. So yeah, that's my vouching for Sylas.
Thank you. Daryl?
I will say, you are always questioning, always asking, how could I do this better, or something like that, and that willingness to learn will take you leaps and bounds, not just here, but outside in life as well. It will do you so much goodness, and I see it in you.
Oh, Elydrie.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
I just find it inspiring that you will take something that you want to work on and you'll actually like ask someone to come help you and figure it out and try different things, because it's so easy to stay in your comfort zone, but you don't do that at all. You try all the craziest things and you just go for it, and it's really inspiring to see what you can do with that and where that takes you.
Don't worry, I promise only a fifth work.
Alright. Anyone else? Okay. We'll come to Zarka. I want to be able to see. Hey, Zarka. Okay. So, Zarka, I love you. I just love you. You have the most pleasant, happy, positive attitude. You just bring joy wherever you go, and I love that. And this is going to sound a little bit weird, but you've made Baron happier. And I think that that is a swordsman attribute. You make him better, and you make us all better by your positive attitude and your influence. And one of the things that I absolutely love about you is that you sacrifice your time to help other people. I remember one of the first times I was getting to know you, I was teaching a lesson and I was struggling, and you found a way to help me in that lesson. And I so appreciate that. And it just speaks to your heart, and that is part of who you are. You give of yourself so freely. You do it in Broderers too, and I know that doesn't count for here, but it's an attitude. It's a positive thing. You help people, and you make us better. And I really, really appreciate that. Okay, anyone else would like to? Yes, Damien. Go, Damien.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to make this quick.
There are people I misjudge in this group. I've done it with lots of people. You have to understand, I've been doing this for a long time, and the rate of people coming in and leaving is vast. And I met you and I went, oh, she's 2 weeks. I thought you were 2 weeks. And I love it when I'm proven wrong. Because there's a lot of times where I can see this person like, oh, this because he's a lifer. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, they're a lifer. They just, they're with the group forever. But there's nothing that makes me so happy as when I'm wrong, when I just see someone as just coming for a short time and then just being done, Not only did you prove me wrong by sticking with it, but by how quickly you integrated yourself, not just to one side or one person, like so many of us do. When, even like I look at myself in the SCA, I went and I'm with my friend, But how much you came into the group and you just went, I'm with the group. And I noticed how a lot of people see you as that person, as that helper, as someone who you're like, I'm spending time with this person, I'm helping this person, I'm working with this. And whenever new projects come up, you're like, okay, let's get involved in these new projects. And I've never been so vastly excited and to be wrong, because it was not just that you stuck with it, but that you gave so much extra to it, and that you have become a pillar in this group. And I have noticed from the way people treat you and see you that you are a pillar of Order of the Rose and Terra Sylvain. So, thank you.
Okay.
so I'll keep mine quick. Sorry, I've had the pleasure to work with you both here at Or the Rose and on the website and other things. But within Or the Rose, you shared with me what your rose is, and I consider that a real honor when someone shares their rose with another person. I will say it again, and I'll say it in the future. You are an advocate perfectly matched for what you fight for. And as a swordsman, there could be no better for that attribute. You've done it, you've helped us all feel that better, and you'll continue to do that. So keep it up, and continue to be the swordsman that you already are.
I'm
I want to advocate because I didn't get to know Zarka that well before, like, I don't know. I'm just so happy that she's here. She's just such a good person with the biggest heart I've ever met, and you just walk into this group and you make people want to be your friend. And like, I don't know, you're just so happy all the time, and you're such a good person down to your core, and it makes me want to be better. Like that one night at the Halloween games when you fell down and sprained your ankle, like I had a panic attack. I was like, oh my gosh, is she all right? And I wanted to help you because I know that you would do that for me. And so you just make everyone want to step up to the level that you're at because you're just so far ahead, and you just make everyone smile. You can make anyone's day, and I'm just really, really happy that you've gotten to this point in the group.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off Damien a little bit. The first time I saw you, it was like, oh, Varon brought another girl in. Okay.
Okay.
But over time, you've come in and you have proven to be a fantastic friend. And Damien's right, everyone is right in the sense of Varon has greatly improved since he has dated you. And
Agreed.
that's a great thing. You guys are a fantastic match, and it has been awesome to see, and it's always great for all of us to see. But also, it's been great to see you go out there and be friends to everybody around you. And with all that goodness, I am going to end this by saying Terrence better than Zerg.
Oh!
Wow. Wow.
Right, we're just gonna go there.
So,
Was that a gauntlet?
Would you like to like?
Yes,
Okay.
I'd love to.
Elijah.
Okay, everybody's already said all the stuff that I want to say, but you're amazing, and you make me so happy, and I love you, and you're the best, and thank you for bringing joy to every single human being in this group. Love you.
this isn't a room.
What? Okay, it's the outside.
I
We're
said
gonna
this
give
Oh,
Varon
group.
the
I'm
last
sorry,
voice
I'm sorry.
here. Go ahead.
So, it's been amazing to watch you with this group. A lot of people here didn't know before she came here, you didn't have really any friends outside of it. And I remember dragging you to the first dance practice. You're like, no, I'm not gonna like it. I don't like people. And it's just been so much fun to watch you grow up and not only learn to love a group of people, but to be loved by them as well. And you have proven me and Shay so very wrong with teaching you how to fight. I've never used so many video game references when teaching someone how to fight.
It's true.
And once you get an issue in your brain, you will not stop until you figure it out. You have that tenacity.
All right, Elydrie. Okay. Elydrie, I have so many pleasant things to say about you, but we're gonna stick to just a couple. Just two. Two. Okay. You are one of the most honorable fencers I have ever met in the entire sport. Anywhere I've gone, you are one of the most honorable fencers. Every fight with you is a clean fight, and it's a fun fight, and it's for the right reason. It's for the love of the game. And I am inspired when I fight you, because it reminds me to fight honorably, to be honorable, and to have joy in the game. And the other thing that I so very love about you is your humility. We'll wait for poor dog. Okay.
Dog is
Distraction. It's your humility. You are so teachable. You're willing to do whatever anyone asks you to do, and you don't stop there. You push yourself until you do it right, and that ties into your honor as well. And it takes a very confident person and a humble person to be able to focus that way in a fight. It's a kind of discipline that I think a lot of the world is lacking, where you don't spend an inordinate amount of time destroying yourself and thinking, oh, woe is me. You're like, okay, how can I be better? How can I struggle through this? How can I work and become what I want to be? And that is an amazing quality. And it will serve you both here on the fencing field, but it will serve you well in life and in your crusade that you're about to go through. So thank you. You're an inspiration to me personally. So thank you very much. We're going to let Damien go first. Tradition here.
Ah, it's too bad. Elydrie, I remember the first time you came. You were one of those people who comes and is like, these are my favorite students of all time. They are excited. They are like very focused. Everything you hang on everything that's being said. Even sometimes when we're saying dumb things, you'll still be like, I'm cataloging it all. And so we have to be a little more careful because you're one of those people who really does. You're so attentive, and you give that feedback so well. I wish that everyone gets a chance to know what it's like to have Elydrie as a student, or that you get to see the ways she gets to when she's learning, because it is amazing to see how quickly she focuses in, she asks return questions, and she wants to be everything that she needs to be at that moment. And I can't wait to see things flip, because I assume that when you start teaching and start giving that information back as a master or as a teacher to others, that it's going to be exactly everything you've learned, and that all that energy being poured in inversely. And I'm so excited to see you take those next steps. And unlike my fear for Zarka, my fear for you is you are going to be so successful that I'm scared the world is going to take your success and take you away from us, because you are the kind of person who's going to succeed at anything you do. You epitomize the 4 levels of importance perfectly. And so we all thank you so much for what you have brought to this group.
Isel.
Okay, I'm gonna like kneel so everyone can still see. Dang, girl! You fabulous! I've known you for a long time, and now I'm gonna cry.
That's okay.
You're so amazing, and you've done so much for me and for this group, and you're so kind and compassionate and creative and beautiful and smart, and I love you to death. You're so amazing, and you so deserve to be a swordsman.
Okay.
Okay, Elydrie, second to all that, but there's a lot of swordsmen who become swordsmen in preparation for going on their crusade. It's kind of a tradition, sort of. It just kind of happens that way. But what I'm so excited about you and what you've been able to accomplish as you're prepared to take this step is that you know that this is not the end, that this isn't just, well, I'm a swordsman now, kudos, great. No, you know that being a swordsman means something, and that you're ready to go and take that attitude and understanding of swordsmanship out to the world, out to share on your crusade. You know, sure, you won't teach people how to sword fight. You might, if you're lucky. But the dedication, the passion, and the willingness to learn and teach that you've experienced here is what's going to help you be that swordsman that you can be out on your crusade, and come back to learn, share with us what you've learned out there, back here in Terra Silva. You're better prepared than a lot of swordsmen who have left on their crusade. So good job.
I will say your attitude is infectious. Your positive attitude is fantastic. It has helped a lot of the group stay positive. as well. You're one of my favorite people to teach. I've learned of myself that I tend to criticize too much, but you always take it in stride and with joy of learning, which I thank you for. And I ask, don't lose that. Do not lose that joy in your heart and that willingness to learn.
I won't last word.
Martin.
Okay, you two go. I won't last word.
So, everyone's kind of gone over a lot of the same stuff, but you are just always happy whenever you come to fencing. You are a friend to everybody here. And you bring a light to this group that not many other people can actually bring or even achieve. And it's fantastic to see. And when someone tries to teach you and really get you to concentrate on something, you get there at some point. Even if someone tries to struggle to get you to be aggressive, you do get there at some point. But you're going off on a crusade and you're going off to do bigger, better, great things. And the only thing that I can say is I hope we see you come back.
Zarka?
Elydrie, when I first saw you,
Wait, what?
I just want to change one thing about his final statement.
Oh?
I have no hope. I fully expect to see you back.
Yeah,
I'll be here.
I'm gonna make her if she doesn't.
We know
so.
people who know where you live.
She's gonna move to Africa. We all know she's gonna go start a school in Africa. As long
With
as you keep
Curtis.
fencing there, we'll be okay.
I'll come with you. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Zarka.
When I first saw you and met you, I said in my head, I want to make you my best friend because
Aw.
you are so sweet. Before I even knew you, I knew how sweet you were just by looking at you. You have to come back. I will. I'll be here.
All right. Shanu.
All right. Well, I haven't had the opportunity to have her as a student, but I've had the opportunity to have her as a sister. So it's a very strange experience, living with her my whole life. And it's had its ups and downs, but I will say it's had so many more ups because there's just... Elydrie is just a genuine person. She comes here and is an awesome student and does everything good here, but she does it at home as well. She has been the embodiment of the 4 levels of importance her whole life, growing up having that older sister to look up to. And now she's going on her crusade and I'm gonna cry, I'm sorry. But I know that she will always be my older sister and she will always be a swordsman. And I'm just so happy that she got this far because she's been wanting this so badly. You guys do not even know how much she has ranted. But I'm just so happy to see her get what she wants. Because this is something she deserves. And yeah, love you.
Thank you. You 3 swordsmen are well beloved. Well beloved. You have a lot to be proud of right now. And with that, I think we will put some tabards on you. So I think you each have someone here that you've asked. Will those people who've been invited come up, please? I believe it's Dad here, Baron here, and Sylas. Who was your person?
Yeah, I didn't pick one.
You didn't pick one?
I'll pick him because he's my dad.
Hey, Darius, you wanna?
Good choice.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Nope, you stand out. Nope. Okay.
Everyone else is
Get off
standing.
my leg.
All right, that's
falling
fine. I know.
asleep.
I know. It's a long time to kneel there.
Kneeling for an hour. I thought I was joking.
Technically, it hasn't been an hour yet.
So,
How long's it been, Jacob?
Not an hour.
Thank you.
57. There we go. 58 minutes.
so head hold, and then arm flappies in the back. So that goes right over his head. This
I love trying to get
So go
people to
yeah,
understand
right
how a
like this.
tabard
Ready?
works.
From there
Right.
and down.
Ah, stop it.
Down.
My dad. Yeah, that's a good.
It's all part of it. It's all part of it. Okay. Thank you. Go ahead and sit down. I'm gonna straighten you out a little bit. Just a little bit. They're heavy, aren't they?
It's
They're
a little
heavier than
big.
you think.
It's a little big on Elydrie's tiny little.
They are. It's a weight. It's a weight. Helps you remember. All right. Here it comes. over here. I'm gonna make you scoot them a little bit with you. Okay. We're gonna go
Act
in
like
order.
you like each other.
Yeah. We'll go in order, so I'll ask you to repeat your name and first, and then you'll repeat the oath after me. Okay. So place your hand on the sword. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Sylas Elydrie,
Elydrie. Pledge my word. To uphold the company honor. To give my loyalty and support. And to defend the name of the company. I will follow the appointed leaders. And fight for the company. With a ready sword. For as long as the company remains honorable and just in both name and deed. And now I, Captain Shanlock, grant you, Sylas Elydrie, Zarka, and Elydrie, the rank of swordsman in the company of